My name is Mr. Steve.
Story time.
I'm a storyteller.
Hello, everybody! It's me, Mr. Steve, and guess what? We're having a quiz. Yes, we're doing another quiz online. You can find me right here at Storytime with Mr. Steve on YouTube. Be sure and like and subscribe. We do a lot of superhero stuff. In fact, there's a playlist right here, superhero stuff, of all of our superhero videos. The Superhero Challenge was really funny. My super cranky Snyder Cut video, Godzilla vs. the Avengers. I break down an Incredibles book. I play an old NES game. Today is another superhero video. I found a website, thequiz.com. 70% of Marvel fans will fail this Spider-Man quiz. And I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm going to rock this. Never seen this before. I saw the headline and said, this would be a good video to show off my Spider-Man knowledge. I'm a big fan of Spider-Man. I'm a big fan of Peter Parker. I'm a big fan of Miles Morales, the Ultimate Universe. Follow-up to Peter Parker. Ultimate Peter Parker died. Miles Morales took over the role of Peter Parker. And now, thanks to the events of one of Marvel's summer crossovers, now Miles Morales is with Peter Parker in the regular universe, which is Earth 616. Also a big fan of Ben Reilly. Who's Ben Reilly? Ben Reilly is a clone of Peter Parker, who took over the role of Peter Parker for a while. I'm also a fan of course, the greatest Spider-Man that's ever lived, Peter Porker, the spectacular Spider-Ham. I'm just showing off my Spider-Man knowledge at this point. 70% of Marvel fans will fail this Spider-Man quiz. I think I got this. Okay, let's do this. 70% of Marvel fans will fail this Spider-Man quiz. If you didn't sing that song in your head, then you're probably uncultured. Oh, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Okay, that's fine. Question 1. Was the Kingpin originally a Spider-Man villain? He's mainly... Okay, the Kingpin is mainly known as a Daredevil villain, but Spider-Man came way before Daredevil. So I'm going to say yes. And I got it right. Okay. Question number 2. What is the alter ego of Spider-Man 2099? Okay. Spider-Man 2099, future Spider-Man. He actually appears in a short end credits scene at the end of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I know he has a Latino sounding name. So Kane Parker, no. Miles Morales, no. That's Spider-Man. Miguel O'Hara. It's Miguel O'Hara. See, there's Ben Reilly. I was telling you, he's a clone. Miguel O'Hara. Boom. Question 3. Which of these villains was not a member of the original Sinister Six? Ooh. Dr. Octopus, Electro, Kraven the Hunter, and the Lizard. A part of me wants to say Kraven the Hunter, but I'm pretty sure he was an original member. I just know that he died in a great storyline. I'm going to say the Lizard, because the Lizard isn't really a bad guy. It's just a scientist, and something went wrong, and he doesn't want to be the Lizard. I'm going to say the Lizard. Boom! Okay. Question 4. Who was the first villain Spider-Man fought? Who do you take me for? Some kind of 2-bit sap? It's the Chameleon, one of my favorite... Boom. One of my favorite villains. This suit belongs to which Spider-Man film? Okay. Well, we can rule out Tom Holland. This Spider-Man is not singing in the rain. So... Yeah, so it's not Spider-Man Homecoming. It's either Spider-Man? It does have sort of like the raised lines that Tobey Maguire did. But I noticed they're not showing all of the suit, and I think that's because they're covering up the Spider-Man logo. I'm pretty sure that those back legs of that logo stretch really far. I'm going to say Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I don't know as well as Spider-Man or Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man Homecoming, but Andrew Garfield, that's his name. His Spider-Man logo had long back legs. Boom! Okay. I'm rocking this. What name did Peter Parker first take in the wrestling match he signed on for in his early days? The Human Spider, Kid Arachnid, the Masked Marvel, the Crimson Cowl. Now here's the question. There's two answers. There's two answers to this. There's two answers. Because they're showing a picture of Tobey Maguire. He's going to go wrestle Bonesaw is ready. Macho Man Randy Savage. Mach. He's going to go wrestle Mach in a steel cage match. And that was the Human Spider. But are we talking the comic books here? I think this picture is just here to throw me off. In the Tobey Maguire films, he wanted to go by the Human Spider. But in the comic books, he's the Masked Marvel. He wasn't dressed as a spider yet. He was just covering his face with webbing. Masked Marvel. I'm doing so good. Who successfully killed Spider-Man? Venom, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Kraven the Hunter. Kraven the Hunter did not. Dr. Octopus, Venom, Green Goblin. I'm gonna say Dr. Octopus. Yeah. It was done through fairly unconventional means and brought on an entirely new series in the Marvel Universe. Yeah, Dr. Octopus. Okay, so Dr. Octopus was dying, and so for his last science experiment, whatever, he switched bodies with Peter Parker. And so Peter Parker in Dr. Octopus's body died. And then Spider-Man was like a bad guy for a while. He called himself Superior Spider-Man because he was Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus. Boom. Okay. Doing good so far. Which organization did Spider-Man join after the death of the Human Torch? Web Warriors, Avengers. It's either Fantastic Four or the Future Foundation. I don't think that Spider-Man was ever an official member of the Fantastic Four, but I'm pretty sure he was a member of the Future Foundation. These white outfits, Future Foundation. Nailed it. Which superhero had an old crush on Peter Parker? Jessica Jones? Nailed it. Which X-Man did Spider-Man pursue a romantic relationship with? Oh, Kitty Pryde. It's Kitty Pryde. I know that. It's Kitty Pryde. Which of these comics dealt with Peter's grief over losing Gwen Stacy? Spider-Man Blue. He's blue. Spider-Man Blue. Baba dee ba da da ba da ba dee baba. You have a crayon on your face. It's still there. I'm doing a quiz, Eleanor. I'm recording a video. What is the actual name for the symbiotes? Ooh, it's not Skrull, and it's not Shi'ar. So it's either Neogram or Clintar. I'm going to go with Clintar because that sounds more alien-y. Nailed it! Yes, Eleanor?
When you're done, can I do a quiz?
I'll consider it, okay? So far, I am nailing this. Which of these versions of Spider-Man was trained by Wolverine? Superior Spider-Man, I believe. Oh, wait. I don't know. Wolverine teaches Spider-Man that sometimes taking a life is necessary while also giving him advice on how to use his powers. It's an arc in the gray area. It's definitely not Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't think it's Superior. I don't know who Assassin Spider-Man is. Who is Assassin Spider-Man? But that sounds like Wolverine teaches Spider-Man that sometimes taking a life is necessary. I'm going to go with Assassin Spider-Man. Okay, I got it right. That was a guess. That one was a guess. Who is this character? Oh, it's the Prowler. You acting like I haven't seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse like 100 times? Which suit did Tony Stark make for Spider-Man? Oh, Iron Spider. obviously, Iron Spider. Spider-Man's first appearance occurred in which series? Amazing Fantasy. Amazing Fantasy. Tales to Astonish, that's Thor. The Amazing Spider-Man, he did not first appear in that. Kid Arachnid, yeah, Amazing Fantasy. Which of these villains was introduced in the Spider-Man game for PS1 and N64? Monster Hawk? Boom. In Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man teams up with which of his villains? Venom? Nay, I'm doing so good. Question 19. Which villain does J. Jonah Jameson's son become? It's a werewolf. It's a werewolf. It's a werewolf. Man-wolf. Nailed it. The J. Jonah Jameson's son is an astronaut, and he goes up into space, and then when he comes back, he's a werewolf. So J. Jonah Jameson's son is a villain. Did Spider-Man merge with the Silver Surfer to become Captain Universe? Oh, this is my favorite Spider-Man story. Okay, so there's a character called Captain Universe, but he doesn't really exist. Captain Universe is an entity that just goes all across the universe. And whenever there is some sort of a massive trouble in an area, then the spirit of Captain Universe will come to that planet and inhabit someone nearby, and they get the super awesome powers of Captain Universe. You can fly, you have all these powers. Okay, so a massive, giant kaiju-type villain is on its way to Earth, and Captain Universe picks Spider-Man, but because Spider-Man was bitten by a radioactive spider, and he has this radiation body, and yada, 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 he has superpowers, so it's different. He gets the power slowly over time. One day, Spider-Man realizes he can fly, and then, like, a couple of days later, he could shoot beams of energy out of his hands, and it's a slow, gradual change from regular Spider-Man to Captain Universe Spider-Man. At one period in time, like, the Hulk is rampaging, and Spider-Man's like, I think I can take him. And he does! Spider-Man just beats the pants off of the Hulk. Like the Hulk is a 2-year-old child. So I love Captain Universe. So no, the Silver Surfer is in no way related to... This is my favorite Spider-Man story, is the Captain Universe Spider-Man story. And that Captain Universe Spider-Man outfit is awesome. Doesn't that look cool? I love Captain Universe Spider-Man. I read all of those when I was a kid. Yeah. Which villain was confirmed to be in the canceled Spider-Man 4? Okay, now I do know a lot about Spider-Man 4. The Vulture and Mysterio were supposed to be in Spider-Man 4. Mysterio was going to be played by Ash, Bruce, the Evil Dead, Bruce Campbell, but it was only going to be a small little cameo. The Vulture was supposed to be the main bad guy, so I'm assuming they mean the Vulture. There you go. I think I'm 100% right now. How many questions are in this? I'm at question 22? How many questions are in this? 35. Okay, well, let's keep it going. Okay. So, what was the question 22? What was the name of the girl who was bitten by the same radioactive spider that bit Peter? It wasn't Jessica Drew. It has to be Cindy Moon. Nailed it. Yeah. Her name is Silk. That's her name. Who is Peter Parker's love interest in Spider-Man Homecoming? Okay, this is a tricky one. Because everyone knows that Mary Jane, played by Zendaya, Zendaya is Michi. Did you know that Zendaya is Michi? And LeBron James is Gwangi. I feel like this video is going to be 50% just my chair making noises. Oh, now it's not making noises. Okay, you know what, chair? But in the first film, Liz Allen... Oh, I keep forgetting that I have a touchscreen computer. I am doing great in this. I know my Spider-Man. Canonically, when was Peter Parker's first appearance in the MCU? Civil War. Oh, but wait. Ah, good thing I didn't click it. I don't. Okay, this was obviously a retcon. Okay, so his first appearance in a movie was in Captain America Civil War. But then after his first appearance in Captain America Civil War, they decided that one tiny little scene in Iron Man 2 where you see a kid wearing an Iron Man outfit during one scene, now they're saying, oh, yeah, that character, that was a young Peter Parker, which is a total lie that they made up. But I think they want the answer to be Iron Man 2. There you go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. They added that after the fact. It's called a retcon. I have asthma. Question 25. Who will be the villain? How old is this quiz? In the Insomniac's Spider-Man game. That game already came out. It's Mr. Negative. Okay. Did Spider-Man kill Gwen Stacy? Now, there are many schools of thought to this. Okay, so in the comic books, and I think in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 as well. So, in the comic books, Spider-Man's fighting the Green Goblin above, like, the Brooklyn Bridge. And the Green Goblin knows who Spider-Man is, so the Green Goblin gets Spider-Man's love interest, Gwen Stacy, and throws her off of the Brooklyn Bridge. And Spider-Man's trying to catch her, but he webs her up. But he webs her up just on her legs, and you see her neck snap back. Technically, did Spider-Man kill Gwen Stacy? Kind of. It's really more the Green Goblin's fault, but I'm going to say yes. Nailed it. Which of these heroes was not part of Spider-Man's initial team in Ultimate Spider-Man? They mean the animated show. Okay, that was on Disney. Oh, it's Daredevil. It's Daredevil. I know that one. It's Daredevil. I saw that cartoon. There's a Spider-Ham episode. Which of these adjectives does not describe Spider-Man? Amazing, spectacular, ultimate, fantastic. Fantastic. He's not a member of the Fantastic Four. Question 29. Did Spider-Man have web wings after his initial debut? Yes. 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 After his initial debut, so he had them in his initial debut. He's had them in various times throughout the comic books. Yes. Okay. Which of Spider-Man's villains led the Avengers in Dark Reign? Okay, so there's a battle. It's called Secret Wars. And the Skrulls, who are bad guys, despite what Captain Marvel tries to tell you. So the Skrulls are bad guys, and they have secretly embedded themselves all over America and into, the Avengers and stuff like that. So they've got to stop the Queen Skrull, and Norman Osborn, aka the Green Goblin, just happens to be there and takes the shot that takes down the Skrull Queen. And all of the news shows this bad guy taking the one shot that takes down the Skrulls. And so, even though he's a bad guy, they make him out to be a hero in the media. Oh man, nothing like that could happen in real life. It's not like some sort of evil bad guy could be president or anything. But this is the sort of thing I would cut out of a video. I'm going to keep it in this time. So they make Norman Osborn, they get rid of the Avengers, and they put Norman Osborn, who's a bad guy, in there, and he comes up with his own team, and it's called the Dark Avengers. Because, like, oh, hey, Wolverine. That's actually not Wolverine. It's like Wolverine's son who puts on the Wolverine outfit. Oh, look, it's Hawkeye. That's not really Hawkeye. That's the evil, twisted villain Bullseye who can't miss a single shot, and they make him out to be Hawkeye. Oh, hey, it's Spider-Man. That's not Spider-Man. So it's the Green Goblin. It's one of my favorite stories. Norman Osborn puts on a suit. He gets one of Iron Man's suits. He paints it red, white, and blue, and he calls himself the Iron Patriot. And everyone loves the Iron Patriot and the all-new Avengers. They're good. That's what the media told us, that they're good guys. The Iron Patriot Iron Man suit would later appear in Iron Man 3? 3? 3. Iron Man 3, the third Iron Man movie. What is the name of Spider-Man's animal counterpart? Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Gee. Let me scratch my head for a second. I don't know. I don't know. This is a tough one. Gee. I'm stumped. Who do you take me for? Who do you take me for? Let me show you my knowledge, okay? This is Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. Boom. His real name is Peter Porker. He was actually bitten by a radioactive pig. He was a spider. And Aunt May was a scientist working on experiments. But then an experiment wigs out and a radioactive pig bites Peter the Spider and turns him into Spider-Ham. And the explosion of the experiment also fries Aunt May the scientist's brain. And now she thinks that she's like a grandma that's taking care of Peter. He eventually gets a job at the Daily Beagle, which is run by J. Jonah Jackal. He teams up with such characters as Captain Americat and the Hulk Bunny to fight such foul villains as Dr. Doom and Dr. Octopus or Dr. Octopussycat. I'm a big fan. It was like the first comic book I fell in love with. Did Spider-Man ever canonically marry Black Widow? No. Which of these villains was not featured in The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Electro was in it. Rhino was in it. Either Vulture or Black Cat. I think the Black Cat was in it, but not as the Black Cat. I'm going to go Vulture. Nailed it. Which of these songs was used in The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Oh, goodness. Okay. Say something, I'm giving up on you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I Will Wait, Let Her Go, or Gone, Gone, Gone. I think this is the movie where, spoiler alert, Gwen Stacy dies. So the fact that it's either I Will Wait, Let Her Go, or Gone, 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 I don't think it's going to be Let Her Go because of, I'm just going to, oh, yes, that was just a 100% guess. Okay, question 35. Is this the last one? Okay, this is the last one. Which of these Spider-Men was not playable in Shattered Dimensions? I know Spider-Man 2099 was in it. I know Spider-Man Noir was in it. So it's either Ultimate Spider-Man or Spider-Gwen. I don't even know if Spider-Gwen was a thing then. I don't know. I do not know. I'm gonna guess either Ultimate Spider-Man or Spider-Gwen. Ultimate Spider-Man? It was Spider-Gwen. I should have gone with my instinct that, yeah, Spider-Gwen wasn't a thing yet. Okay, see your results. I scored a 97%. The average score is 75. The average score is 75% for a quiz titled 70% of Marvel fans will fail this Spider-Man quiz. I almost got all 35 questions right. I think that just shows the fact that I am a huge Spider-Man fan. Or really a Spider-Ham fan. I like him when his eyes are open. There you go. Yeah. And for some reason the nose goes like this. I don't know why, but I like keeping the nose up. My kid's like pushing it down. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I've got two of them. One to play with and one for collectible purposes. So that shows you that I'm a man in my 40s. That was fun. I feel that it was, I don't know if it was fun for anyone watching, but it was fun for me to show off my skills as an Ultimate Spider-Man fan. I know my stuff, is what I'm saying, but that was fun. For me, at least. Hope it was fun for you. How many did you get right? Oh, really? That's amazing. Wow, you look great today. Have you lost weight? You're looking healthy. You have a glow to you, a shimmer, a sheen. Hey, now that I've kissed up enough, you know what you should do? Like and subscribe is what you should do. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, and then subscribe to the channel, and then tell people about it. I work really hard on this channel, and I put out a ton of content. You should give it a like. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe, all those things I'm supposed to say because I'm somebody on YouTube, and we will see you later. Bye!